Hello everybody and welcome back to GreenRiver. So today is going to be a money day. We're going to try and make lots of money, and with this money which we produce we're either going to buy some pigs or we're going to buy another field. At the moment I am undecided, so we'll figure that out later. Anyway, let me just jump out of it. Oh, we'll turn the engine off first actually, that would be a wise idea. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately we can't really use it today because there's no job for it. What we do need to do is get the combine harvester all set up. So we have the fantastic Toyota Hilux just here. We're going to tow the header over to the field. Both of the fields are ready. Both the canola fields are fully fertilized because we did it with the drill. And with it being a standard series, we actually only have the one fertilizer application required setting switched on. I might have been better off going right, I'm not too sure, but if we're doing field number 18 first, then I think going left out of there is better. It is, as long as I remember to turn left. Somewhere up here. So yeah, we'll get it all set up, as you would expect with a harvest. Got to turn down here. It's nice to have a good, powerful pickup. Very useful around the yard and also around the farm. But here it is. Here is our crop of canola. So I won't go totally into the field because that would be ridiculous. We'll just put it here somewhere. We'll drive back with the Hilux because we don't need to actually keep it here. There's no point. We do have to detach it first though. There we go. The Hilux 2.8 with the Adige modding logo, or actually the GTA 5 logo as well, which is obviously modified. But no, I think it is a nice mod. I've always enjoyed using it, all the way from Wexcombe Manor Farm over a year ago. Right, let's just race back to the yard. We'll get the combine harvester warmed up, but I do need to show you another machine which we actually did have in the previous episode, but I never showed it. A few people did actually spot it on the vehicle reset page. But yes, I did not mention it, so we'll show you that today. In fact, we're going to use it today as the main vehicle to cart with. Just park this in here, try and keep things undercover, unless they don't fit, such as the drill. The drill is so big that it won't ever fit in one of these sheds, but that is a good lineup. Right, so I think I put it around here. Yes, here it is. The Mercedes Acros, is it? Acros? Yeah, I think so. 3245. Blue efficiency power. Add blue, I guess. Right. So we've got the low loader, which is going to be required for moving various different machines over the course of this series. But of course we have the actual cab, the tractor unit itself, which I think is stunning. Really nice mod. The link has actually been down below in every episode so far, so the observant of you who have been looking at the links I've been posting, you'll have already noticed the link to this mod. So it was kind of inevitable that I was going to use it. But we don't need to use the low loaders today, so we'll just drop it off. What we do need to do is get a trailer. I'm not entirely sure if we can actually afford one. If we can't, we'll use the standard trailer first, the Joskin, and then as soon as we can afford one, we'll transfer to this, because we've got quite a bit of carting to do, and I don't want to keep using the smaller trailer. We are looking for... I would use that, but not really in keeping with the map, I don't think. I'm looking for probably the Flegel. We're looking for £61,000, which is quite hard to do in one episode, but if we can really get things moving, it shouldn't be too tricky. You could actually get the option to put a hitch on the back of it so you could tow a standard trailer, a tractor's trailer, but I didn't put it on there because we're going to actually have another episode in the future where we modify it, because everything here is standard, believe it or not, so you can absolutely customize it to death. It's going to look absolutely amazing. So, well, not really to death actually, that was probably the wrong word to say, but yeah, we're going to customize it a lot. It's going to look fantastic. I was going to use that tractor, but actually it might be better to use the 7R. Yes, I think it would be. Which is actually good news, because that tractor is already over at the fields. So let's get this started up. We'll head out of here, put the beacons on, and yeah, I want to use that by the end of this episode. We've got to use it. I really want to. Decent mods need recognition. Okay, this is going to be slow, so let's just jump cut. I'm hoping to get away with just doing one headland. It is obviously making it harder overall for the worker, but this map is fairly open anyway. There isn't a great deal to hit, so hopefully the worker will be able to, you know, not hit a tree. If he does, then well, it's not the end of the world, but really one headland should suffice, even though in real life, yeah, you tend to do 3. But it does depend on the field as well. So we'll get all this hitched up. It's going to be a super quick part of the video, this, and then hopefully we'll resume while we're in the tractor doing a bit of carting, getting that money boosted. Right, so off we go, over to the field which we're about to unload the combine in. Field number 18. So there was a bit of a change of plan there. I didn't actually do it the same way as what I mentioned prior to the time lapse. I was going to just do one headland, but then realised there was this awkward sort of triangle shape at the bottom of the field, so I decided just to get rid of that. Otherwise the worker would be forever trying to readjust itself to cater to the corner, the sharp corner. So yes, it's actually been harvested more than what I was expecting. I have been suffering from a frame rate issue which seems to have disappeared, so I'm guessing it's something to do with the combine harvester. I'm not entirely sure, but I've not had it before that and I've not got it now. But the funny thing is I didn't have it when I was using the combine harvester before for the corn, so I really don't know what that was about. Hopefully it doesn't come back. That'll be the best thing. Anyway, yes, over to the combine, let's unload it, and then we can set it off on a worker to finish the job. Now as soon as we do actually do crops such as wheat or barley, we're going to start to produce the pellets, and then we're going to palletize them up in the Palletizing pellet factory. What a mouthful. Because I wanted to do it on Oakfield Farm, but obviously we ran out of money. But on this map we can do it, so it should be a nice extra thing to do in this Let's Play. Right, that's pretty much done. Something else we're going to do in a future episode is plant a field, but only with many different crops. It's going to be like the pig food field, because if we do get pigs, we do have to produce our own pig food. Now this isn't a case of just growing it, you actually have to mix it and make it in the mixer in one of the yards, which we've already come across. So we do need to plant specific crops. I'm still suffering from a frame rate issue here, which is unfortunate. Anyway, yeah, the combine is continuing, that's perfect. It does go fairly slow, I've noticed, with this crop. I guess it's always like that, but look at these prices. That's going to be the best, the balloon tree, but at the moment we've got £1,170 at Drutons, which is actually fairly close to here. Very close. So that's going to be the best place to go to. Fantastic. We're 47% full, so when we've unloaded the combine once more, it'll be time to go, and it should actually be an impressive figure. If we were selling the articulated lorry load, if that was full, then that would be even more impressive. But that's what we're working towards buying today. Hopefully we can do it. I might actually take the Mercedes over to the shop in preparation, because we are going to be buying it even if it isn't today. But I really do hope it is today. It gives me another good opportunity to drive it as well. It's actually very well detailed in here. And the mirrors work. Is that? No, it's not the crossing. No, I'd have driven into the water. That would not have been good. Here is our rickety bridge, our shortcut. It seems to work very well though. I'm pleased it's there, otherwise it would mean going up to the top bridge. Okay, so here is the shop. We'll just park it up. And it can await its trailer. I think the Fliegel would be the best looking trailer on it, really. I think it would look pretty good. But yeah, we'll just park over here. The glance mod is currently showing that the combine is 70% full, so we're going to have to go and unload it. And then the trailer will be full. Pretty much. We must make sure it's emptied before it gets to the end, otherwise it is going to turn around and then it's going to be on the wrong side. I can hear a very noisy plane going over the top of my house, which is interesting. I don't know if you can hear it. What a noise, must be some kind of propeller plane. Yeah, you must be able to hear that, surely. Sometimes this microphone is actually pretty good at blocking out background sound, but other times it's atrocious. Although the combine harvester sound might actually dilute the sound a bit. Not sure what it is, but yeah, anyway. Let's continue. Still got the frame rate issue. I wonder if it's the header, because I've not used this header before. I'm really not too sure, but I will try and get it sorted before the next episode. If I can do. 30% left in the harvester. I really would like to have a full trailer, ideally. Right, 8% left. It's not going to be full. It's going to be good. It's still going to be 90% though. Well, as it takes so long to fill, and the price is currently good, I think we'll make the most of it. So we'll take it over to the sell point, and we should be able to get somewhere in the region of £25,000. Hopefully. This really is going to be the map where we just keep trying out loads of different things, and there's all these different mixers and machines which you can use in the yards, which we must use. But yeah, as I said before, I think the best animal to have on this map is pigs, especially as there is an entire yard designated to them. Okay, so Drewton's is somewhere up here, I'm not entirely sure. I've been here before, I think it might be that place there. Oh no, that's all green energy for wood chips and all that kind of stuff. So it is the next place. Here we are, yep, I remember it, we've been here before. It's not a very big yard, but oh, look at that frame rate problem. It could be me actually. I might have something running in the background. As far as I'm aware I don't, but if something has automatically started, then that would cause an issue. Look at that money rocket up. Of course we do have the loan as well, which we can keep taking out. It really does not matter on this series. So that was £24,363. Impressive. Right, back to the combine. There is quite a bit of waiting that we're going to have to do, as it is filling up very slowly. Oh, that is super tight. Right, off we go. Oh, before I go back all the way, I want to have a look at this machine again. It is the Pig Food Star. So I think I did establish it before. You've got to put potatoes in, water, and as far as I'm aware, it's just a combinable crop, but it might have to be wheat, possibly. Let's just see exactly what type they take. Anything. So yeah, I would say any combinable crop. Do not open while machinery is in motion. And then, yeah, it mixes it all up, as you can see. Here is the command center, which I think we can turn on. Ah, there we go. Potatoes, whole grain, water, produce pig food, and then you've got the pig food just there. So, yes, any kind of whole grain, and we'll be able to do this. So, it should make a really good mix, and then you can just give it straight to them. Because this is the pig farm just here. Here's their feed trough. It should be good fun, and much cheaper, obviously. So, we're going to have to plant some potatoes, and also some wheat, or barley, or something like that. Probably wheat. Which actually shouldn't be too difficult. I'm hoping it's going to be fairly simple. The water, we should be able to get out of the river, as we do have two very large rivers. But that'll be a future episode. But the next time we replant this field, we're going to plant those crops. It won't be an entire field of potatoes. It'll be a mixture of different crops, so we have the right amount of each one. I don't want to have so many potatoes just because they do take so long to harvest, and well, basically the next 10 episodes would be potato harvesting, which might be fun to some people, but to me it's not the most fun thing in the world, so I prefer to do something a bit different. Okay, so we're going to unload the combine harvester again, but in a minute I'm going to go back to the yard. We're going to grab the John Deere 8RT, and we're going to start to cultivate a section of the field, probably just this piece here which has already been harvested, because that is going to be the potatoes, and to be able to plant the potatoes the field has to be at least cultivated, ideally ploughed and cultivated, because it's not a direct drill or anything like that. Obviously it's not a drill at all, it's a planter, but yes, I think you get the idea. Then the rest of the field can be direct drilled with wheat or whatever. So yes, as I'm surplus to requirement when the combine's filling up, like now, I would be better off in this tractor doing some cultivating. And we do have the cultivator. I've put it around the side there. And it's the first time I've used the cultivator since my crazy episode over on Gold Crest Valley a while ago, last year. Oh, sorry, hen almost ran over you. Not quite. Right, that should be close enough, hopefully. We'll just jump out of here. Oh, look, the hens have got their eggs here. Quickly collect them all up. Right, that can be hitched on. It's a fairly big cultivator. And I'm not sure if it'll clear that. I might have to reverse. Yes, I think I'll reverse. And we'll go over to the field and begin. It won't take too long. That's the joy of having the big machinery. That's what I really want to do on this series, just use some big stuff. And the small stuff too. It's a fun tractor to actually drive though. And off we go. Taking up the entire road. Yeah, it does look out of place. But at least we're going to get a lot of work done in a very short period of time. The other concern is if we can actually turn left up here. I'll pull over for the car. If I pull over just over here, we can let it pass. Many of them. I don't think they appreciate us pulling over, but still. Mind that tree. This is where it's a bit tighter. We have a tree and a sign. Right, let's begin. This thing is huge. Right. Lower it down, and off we go. Yeah, that is a good working width. And a good working speed too. If only the potato planter was just as wide, because that is really narrow. Might be a bit too fast actually. I think I'll just knock it down a bit. We'll go down to 8. I think you can go a little bit too far with these things. Try and get a bit closer to the edge. And really, I think up and down will be enough. But, yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it will be. I won't go right to the end because we need to leave enough space for the potato harvester to be able to turn around, but I'll go almost to the end. Even this will take so long to plant. Because it's not really a small field. Okay, that should do. And then we'll just go back down and try and stay fairly straight. I could even use GPS to get it perfectly straight. Turn the offset off, move it over a bit, and I'll try and make a nice sharp line. There we go. Right, so if I just try and get it perfectly aligned, first of all. We'll set it going. I might have to readjust the working width there. Looks a little bit too wide. There we go. And we are ready. The combine harvester is 45% full. It should be able to come back up again, and then we can unload going back down. But actually it's almost finished. We've managed to get it done relatively quickly. And that would be our potato strip. The rest of it can be wheat. I should probably neaten it up here actually. It's not that neat the way I've done this. I sort of started this at an angle, so I'll just finish it off. GPS is still going. But, yes, I think that'll do. About there. I want to keep it fairly square. And there we go. That's our work done with the 8RT for today. Love it. Really nice tractor. And obviously a really useful cultivator as well. Definitely making short work of it. Right, so that combine is almost back up to the top. It's 75 to 74% full, which means the timing should be absolutely perfect, meaning we should have pretty much a full load to go and sell. Is the price still the same? I hope it is. Canola. Oh, that one's coming up, but yes, still Drutons. Good price. So I think the best plan of action really is to get this pig food produced by pigs, and then also the wheat, when we come to harvest that, we actually use the straw to turn into pellets. Then we take all the pellets over to the production packing up factory and then sell that as well. It could become a really good business. We'll see. I've never actually properly used that pellet production or pallet production building. I've only used it in the first look sort of demonstration video which I produced, but yeah, never actually used it in a video properly, in a series. So I can't wait to do that. As soon as we've got this field planted and it's growing and everything, we can do it, we can start thinking about it, and it should be good fun. Okay, so there is 9% left in the combine harvester. We're 85% full. I might just wait until it gets to the bottom, just to get a bit more in. Let's go for a full load. I'll just pull over here. It's still only 37% full, so that might only just actually fill our trailer. Now, very soon when we get back from emptying this load, the rest of the field is probably going to have to be done by me, just because it's going to start to get a bit confused. Many people have recommended the AI extender, is it called? Apparently that's better, so I might give it a go. I think I should do. So maybe in the next episode we'll have that running too. But yeah, I really can't wait to get this trailer. Even though I've used it many times before, mostly in multiplayer, yeah, I look forward to being able to put it on the Mercedes. I think it's going to be a really good fit. And yes, that is all going to go into there. It's going to make it 100% full. Fantastic. This should be an impressive load to sell. Now while we're driving over there, I think I would just actually quickly mention the Easter special, which is actually still a long way from now. But somebody did mention it in yesterday's video, and they said, well, you're going to do one. And to answer that question very easily, I'll say yes, I will do an Easter special, definitely. Now, I have said in the past that I will never be returning to Farming Simulator 17 multiplayer due to its poor, shall we say, admin system. It's just too easy to get your game wrecked in FS17. So, despite me saying that, I think, I'm not guaranteeing it, but I think for 1 or 2 days only, while I'm in the server, we're going to produce a save game for the Easter special. similar to what we did last year. If you haven't seen last year's episode, then best thing to do is just basically type in Easter Special 2017. But if we can do some kind of big multiplayer job, 16-player server, I think that would be great fun, and obviously just another way of just, you know, trying out multiplayer again. But it will not be staying. Multiplayer will be going in my videos. I will not be doing it again after that. And if I do, it will be the same sort of idea. We come back for one day, just have a bit of fun. Not that it's always not a bit of fun, it's just, honestly, it makes it more of a chore when the game gets wrecked so often. But yes, if we do return multiplayer at some point, it'll only be like that. It'll never be 24 hours a day. So I'm just hoping that FS19 is going to have a really powerful admin system, and then I will have, once again, a 24/7 farming simulator server for everybody to enjoy without the game getting wrecked. If it doesn't, then I'm afraid it'll be the same story. We'll be doing the same thing again. But yeah, that is the situation. But we are definitely going to do an Easter special. Whether or not it's multiplayer, it's to be confirmed, but I'm hoping to do that because I think it'd be great fun, and I know a lot of people have been wanting to play multiplayer for a while. So, Olis9, I should think you're watching. You want to play multiplayer more than anybody, I think. So yeah, make sure you try and join if we do that. But yeah, I'll post a comment on the community page nearer to the time, and I'll probably mention it in a video as well. So that was £25,959. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go and buy the trailer. We can finish with this one now. I look forward to it. Although I do like this trailer as well, it's just not really big enough for a crop such as wheat, or any crop really where you get a lot of yield. Maybe potatoes and sugar beets as well. Oh, fountain. That is a water fill point. There are obviously other fields as well which we could buy with a particular crop already growing in it, which will make it much easier, but again it is more expensive that way. But I'm not going to be restricted by money really in this series, so if there's a field we really do want, we'll get it. Anyway, let's put this away, we'll put it into the shed, and we're going to then jump into the Mercedes, buy the trailer, and yeah, enjoy it hopefully, enjoy the entire setup. I'll reverse this into here. There we go. Just turn the beacons off, engine off, and we'll transfer across. Here it is. So the trailer. Tipper trailers, Flegel, £61,000, which leaves us with 16,000. But no, it's a good investment, definitely. It's going to be required a lot in the coming episodes. And there we go. Over to the field. We're going to have to transfer to the other side of the road. I think this bridge just go over there anyway. And then we should be fairly close to the field. Oh, that's tight. That is seriously tight. I took that really badly. Okay, that should do. The grinding sound you hear is definitely the steering wheel. That has been established. Oh, I've taken that too tight too. We're free. Good. And the combine's actually almost full. It's been continuing all this time, so it must have actually figured out how to do that tight section. It's done most of this. It looks like it's a bit it's confused. We'll take over. I'll just finish off. Because it actually makes more of a mess if it tries to continue. Well, I've got to say I'm amazed about how much more we've managed to get out of this field. 72% full. It's almost another 3/4 of the combine tank. I was expecting to get about a quarter of the combine tank. Amazing. In fact, it's a good job we actually have this trailer, because there is a possibility it wouldn't all fit into the other one. I suppose it would do, because it wasn't 2 full tank loads, but it would have been close. It is nicer to have a bigger trailer, especially when we have a crop which really does produce a lot of grain. Right, so we'll finish off and then we'll put it into the trailer, go and sell at the best place, probably the same place again, and then we'll call it a day. Try and put some of this at the front, just to balance it off a bit. There we go, done. Right, into the lovely Mercedes. And we'll take it over there. It's going to be close to 20-something thousand pounds again. But in this trailer, it doesn't really look very full. Yeah, £20,000 I guess we'll get. I'll check the price. Canola. Right, that is actually better now. The balloon tree. It's better and it's increasing fast. That is down the bottom. That's okay, because it's actually going to be closer to our yard, that means. We'll take this road here. Of course, it also means we can drive faster, although the traffic does still get in the way. Dangerous manoeuvres. And here is the balloon tree sell point, just around the corner. But really, if you look at it this way, today we've managed to buy a trailer for free. If you want to look at it that way, obviously it isn't free. We've had to put a lot of time into it, a lot of crops, fertilizer, well, seed when I say crops, and diesel from the machinery. But yeah, it has allowed us to buy this trailer, and we finish off with £35,000. So what do you think so far? Let me know, and well, about the way I'm doing the series. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.